Hello. How is everyone doing? Welcome. Welcome. My multi-chat is not working. Howdy, howdy. Sound is nice. Let's go. The funniest event. My multi-chat is not working. Why? Why chat no work? Why? Why? Okay, enough. I don't know why my thing is not working. Test. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not talking about a stream, guys. I'm talking about my OBS. I have a thing that it should show me the chat and the YouTube chat at the same time. And for some reason the YouTube one is not working. So it's only showing me the Twitch chat. And I have my YouTube chat thing, but I guess I'll have to separate them and read them separately. I can't have them on separate windows. Wonderful. It starts fine in the first half. Meow meow. Indeed. Okay, yeah, I don't know what's up in the chat. Let's just get into the game. Sorry again, I started too late, guys. It is very humid today. So I was just kind of lying in bed, dying. And before I realized, an hour had gone by. And I was like, oh shit, I need to have lunch. And like feed my cats. And like for a moment, I even considered like just moving the stream to tomorrow. But then I checked the weather, and apparently tomorrow it's gonna be worse. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it today. It do be storming, yeah. It's not so bad here today, but you know, we have like it's been raining. Not too bad. But we have that like very hot humidity of like an incoming storm. And it hadn't. The weather here has been weird, so you know it has been mostly on the cold side. We've had a few hot days, but it hadn't been humid yet. Like during summer here, it's usually humid, so at one point you just kind of learn to live with it. But this is like the first very humid day that we have this year, and I'm feeling it. Oh boy, am I feeling it. So yeah, as I said, for a moment I was like, oh, maybe I'll just stream tomorrow. And then I was like, no, tomorrow is actually gonna be worse. Like it might be raining and like thunderstorming. And like it's probably gonna be more humid. I might lose power. So I'm like, okay, never mind. We do it today. I can taste incoming storm. Yeah, basically. It's just one of those things. Like I can't even open the windows because you know it's worse outside than inside. Hold up. Spoiler Bros were complaining too much. It was basically a non-issue. I mean, Spoiler Bros always complain too much, which is weird. That's another of the weird things for me about the Ghost Frontline community in general. Like not everyone, of course, but like I've talked about here a few times. I remember I complained about like how bad in general they are with spoilers when it comes to like CN content and like, you know, just kind of sharing everything online without like a spoiler tagging or anything. But then, you know, then Global will release an event out of order or something with like a minimal reference to another event, and they're gonna be like, oh, spoiler! It's kind of funny. We released chapter 13 and chapter 12. Hell yeah. Reverse Glove is a spoiler! It kinda is. I guess. Maybe. Not entirely, but also yes. It's one of those Mika things that, like, you know, it is, but also it isn't. But, like, it isn't, but it kinda is. But yeah, it's funny. It's funny how that works. You know, they will share spoilers willy-nilly, and then they will cry about spoilers in global. Hello, Raven. Yeah. I like them speeding up the fooder stories. Yeah. There might be an unreleased tool here and there, but I like the way global is. Yeah, me too. I mean, we got all in all, we did get a better release than CN. But that did involve, you know, releasing some things earlier and stuff. And then we still had like a period of like nothing before finally getting Deep Oblivion and Corposant. Nicadaver may strike again, who knows? Who knows? Mika does whatever Mika wants. By that logic, Sopo showing up in the volume is a spoiler, or I get 12 in the last part of Corposant. I mean, you know, that's a funny thing, because I did get spoiled on those things when the event released in China, because people were sharing the sprites on Twitter openly. And I remember I complained about it. And they see no trouble with it. But then, you know, there'll be a cameo of a doll or something in a minigame that's still not releasing global. And they complain. So I'm like, okay. Wish me could change the weather, I wish. Hey guys, check the data mines. You know, and I remember I complained about it on Twitter, and I had people being like, oh, but like it already came out in China, so it's not a spoiler. And I'm like, no, it is. It is. We're in global. We're not all in China. I find the preview dolls in the cafe to be funny. It is funny. The Shivnaya and Bathilda showing up in the first event of the game was also a spoiler then. Yeah, no, exactly. But, you know, then they share like the sprites and the data mines of Chinese content. And that's fine. So I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. But anyway, I started pretty late. I had like 2 hours, maybe 3. So let's get to it. Where is Lotta in there? But yeah, let's get to it. I'm not showing the game, but I have it open, as you can hear. Are we still accelerated? I try not to look at what's up in CN. Yeah, no, I don't either. It's just that, you know, one time I was scrolling Twitter, like months ago, before, like months before Corposant even showed in global. And I wasn't even in my VTuber account. It was in my own account, which I just retweet everything. And I saw the sprites, you know, the Sopo sprites and like the AN94, AK12. And I was like, fuckers. And like not tagged or anything, and not spoiled. Are we still accelerated? Yes. I think so. They do want to sync the servers. I'm not sure how many major events behind we are, because I usually keep track of the events being released in CN just to have an idea. Like I don't look anything up about them, but I haven't kept up to date now, so I'm not sure. Hey Queen, what's up? 1 or 2, I would say 2. So yeah, and what they're doing now, it's, I think they said this during the last stream, according to what I was told, is they're not gonna do like double character events, as in like, you know, one character event then another. They're gonna be like alternating. They do a character event, a major, then a character event, then another major, until we catch up, I guess. The trailer was good, but it has been like the worst with pronouns that it has been for a while. Oh, that's crazy. Down 4 years to got redundancy and Sin might get a new major event by the time Down 4 year arrive to EN. Ah, I see. Yeah, like they're still keeping the pace in CN, so. I remember the first was a double summon or read banner. I'm not sure if we will keep seeing double banners, but you know, we're still like going pretty fast. But yeah, here we are. What's this? Oh, it's just a thing. She's so funny. I feel like she is someone. Like she was in Frontline 1, right? Crazy. Yes. MK23. CN is doing 2 minor then 1 major, while is currently doing 1 minor then 1 major. Ah, okay. Like, I guess that's how we'll catch up at some point. Oh hey, boy, Messina's back. Did anyone miss her? What's that? Master of Service? Oh, it was something. I didn't complete it, I think, but thank you. Oh yeah, she was in the summer festival event, wasn't she? Where's my free stuff? Oh yeah. Oh, of course she has an interesting outfit. And here's the... I like the mech. It's like a collab thing, right? Yeah. Does she have... She does have accessories. I wanna see them. Oh, interesting. But yeah, I got home like... I dropped my sister to work and I got home at like 1 p.m. or so. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna play something like before a stream or whatever. Then I went to lie in bed and I just died. But my Sienna scared. But yeah, I don't know how long the event might be. I'm just gonna do my thingies. My usual. Is there anyone that I'm still like leveling here? I mean, I still gotta better a lot of things, but you know, I'm trying to max like at least doll and weapon. For everyone, and then at some point I might do everything else. Thank you. Do I have more stamina? I do. A common happening, coming home and dying for 6 hours in bed. Yeah, you know, it happens to the best of us. All those are like 6 are beyond 10 KCE. Yeah, it's because, you know, I max the doll and I max the weapon. And then I kind of move on to the next one. And I don't really check the neural elix and all that. Smoldering judgment. Just whatever. See, like the neural edits and this stuff, these I don't have max for a lot of them. And I'm slowly upgrading 45 here on this thing because I don't farm this bullshit. So like I'm slowly, very, very slowly getting her to 60 and everyone else is in like level 1. I'm missing someone's neural headaches that I could unlock, I mean. Oh yes, but I can't really upgrade anyone. I see. Leo's a stronger soldier. Yes. I mean, not really, but like, you know, I am somewhere up there, I would like to believe. But Leo as the strongest soldier is the guy that literally goes to the gym. And he's ripped. He's jacked. The blade attack is just I put more blade on my blade. Yeah. All my dolls are 10k. One of my own. I should give more gifts to my dolls, yeah. That's the thing, guys, I don't play. I usually don't play gachas unless there's story events. Like every now and then I'll get like really hooked on one and like log in every day and farm for a little bit. And then I'll just stop. What's this? Oh, I love the... I low-key love this gun. Like, yes, I will kill people with this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Coming to cruise channel for gameplay tutorials, but you thought, yeah, don't expect gameplay from me. I don't know what that is. I don't know how to play. Oh wait, memory puzzle? Wait, I'm good at this thing. I'm good at this thing, I'd say. Well, I'm actually not, but I try my best. Oh, wrong. Like, I come here to read story, I come to stream to read story and play minigames. As you can see. This is the gameplay we've waited for. I know, guys. But alright. Like, I didn't have time during the last event. But like people regulars know. Wait, someone's calling me. Who's this? Never mind, it wasn't anything important. But yeah, regulars will know that during major events, when there's like, whenever they put like the cat cafe game, I'm just like, I open a stream and the first thing we do is the cat cafe. I just didn't have time for it this time. But anyway, let's go. I'm gonna assume this is not voiced. Get this over here. A starting station. The train will always encounter lost travelers. This is message number 3751. There's an also special significance to this number. 3 is for the number of dates we've had together. Okay, this is Basti, I assume. 7 is for the number of outfits you gave me. 5 is for May, when our eyes first met. And finally, the number 1 is what you are to me, and what I am to you. We're each other's one and only, aren't we? You know, I'm not scared of waiting anymore. That's because I believe that our bond is stronger than any trial it might face. It's strong enough to overcome anything, for better or for worse, for richer, for poorer, or in sickness and in health. And not even death will do us part. Sakura, are you ready? It's the moment you've been waiting for all your life. Is that the van? It doesn't look like it handles particularly well. Perhaps the driver's high spirits have affected the vehicle too. The pink delivery truck seems to have noticed us watching it circle around, because it speeds up directly toward us before suddenly screeching to a halt. A petite doll leaps out from the truck, her countenance all nervous and frazzled. What stands before me today seems to not have changed much from my recollection of her. Sakura, welcome to the Elmo. Commander, we made it last. I'm not sure if you know, but I've got many things I want to talk about with you. I've been working really hard though. I'm sure Springfield's already told you about me, but have you read the letters I sent you? Commander, I want to... Sakura burst into tears as she dived into my arms. I gently pat her back to console her. I want to... Oh my god, it's Truck Senpai, my goat! Oh wow. They changed my thing. Oh, and never mind, because I... Hold up. Oh, it's because they changed the thing. Okay, there we go. Alert! Your delivery deadline is about to expire. Baka, Sakura, you know your break's almost over, right?
Eh? Now of all times? Can't you give me a little more time?
Sure I can, but for every minute you delay, you'll have a complaint filed. Once that happens, the rep you worked so hard to build up will go down the drain. All the major platforms will lose faith in you, and you'll never get another big job again. You won't even be able to make enough money to keep me fueled up. Oh, she's crying now.
Why is this happening? I only just managed to meet the commander again. Oh, life. Can't you cut me some slack just this once?
It's alright, Sakura. We won't be traveling too far from the settlement for the foreseeable future. So you can come back anytime. Has 7 skins glowing the default line in Frontline 1? Oh. Noticing Sakura's tear-filled eyes, my hand moves on its own to pat her head. Sakura trembles. Then she squeezes her glistening eyes shut and rubs her head up against my palm. What is that sound? She's crying again. Go on then. Didn't you say everyone in the Yellow Zone was counting on you? We'll have a room waiting for you on the Elmo. We can talk after you're done, right?
Hey, I'll put the pedal to the metal and blast my way through at top speed.
After wiping her tears away, Sakura runs back to her truck.
I didn't get to talk, give my gift, or eat with the commander. We didn't manage to do anything at all. Even though I worked so hard to make this happen. I can't believe that what the commander that I've been dreaming of ended up like this. Ah, but at least the commander patted my head.
Get a grip, girlie. We had to make a big detour just to get you here. If you want a vacation, you should at least get your work done first.
The only thing on your mind is making deliveries, senpai. You don't care about my happiness at all, do you?
Damn right I don't. That's because your deadline expiring is more important than that.
Oh, forget it. So, where are we headed?
Our destination is a seaside town 380 kilometers away. Goes by the name of Port Mika. Really? Really?
380 kilometers isn't that far, but I have lots of deliveries to make once we're there. I hope we can wrap them up in a week's time.
A harbor full of love and hope, real.
Alright, here we go. Full speed ahead to my lovey-dovey reunion with the commander.
Just as Sakura is about to step on the gas, Adele suddenly jumps out from the roadside. A fake accident, scammer? Damn it, that's Yellow Zone for you. Go get him, Sakura.
My friend, oh master of this savage beast, heed my words. For salvation to bless the commander's home and state, we must proceed post-haste to the rookie village. So please, grant us passage. Yeah? What's going on?
What's going on indeed? Let us go back an hour. At the entrance to the doll community, the sun scorches its merciless rays upon an irate figure. Oh my god, it's super high. That Ulrid, she's nothing but a figurehead dork after all.
That's rude, Nixie. Quick, apologize.
She shouldn't have questioned my judgment.
Yes, you're right.
The girl rapidly switches her tone, volume, and demeanor as she talks to herself. Of course, this isn't particularly out of the ordinary, since they were always two individuals to begin with. However, under normal circumstances, Flytus and Super could have simply convened in the privacy of their Nara cloud. This spectacle is but a means for Sweeper to convey her immense displeasure. The other dolls have grown used to her outbursts and are keeping their distance for the time being. Super in a corner, they don't know I'm the one going to revive Sanctus Fairy. Keep dreaming. I believe in your dreams, girlie. Oh, I didn't read the files for the last event. I'll read afterwards or next time.
I just don't get it. We clearly got more important stuff to do. So why are we wasting our time and effort on growing piddly crap like carrots and pumpkins? They're tomatoes, my dear. Plants have feelings too, and they'd feel sad if they heard what you said. Is that not a most lamentable tragedy? Who cares? Already isn't even thinking about our combat protocols. The way I see it, about 98% of the power plant isn't defended well enough. We lack anti-heavy weaponry to effectively utilize kills on firepower. What's she going to do if war breaks out one day? Pelt the enemy with her precious tomatoes? You need not worry, Nixie. Ulrich is proceeding with things at her own pace. We've only just managed to stabilize the community, and there are many other things that need consideration. What other considerations could be more important than this one? I shared a super exclusive Sanctus Fairy style tactical analysis with her. And what did she do? She kicked me out! Well, you did barge into her room without permission. Then you started lecturing her while she was peering her face in that commander doll. That's rather impolite, no?
She was doing what now?
But that's because she refused to listen. I was thinking about our future here. And what was her response? She partook in a gross abuse of power and sent me to guard the main gate. Do you even need a doll for this kind of thing? A diner girl could handle this.
How you can tell she was never under agent. Annoyed, Super kicks open the door to the security kiosk and finds herself looking into a pair of confused eyes.
What? My name will be struck from the roll of honorable protectors? That's not what I meant. Art thou the diner get that shall replace me? A hero shan't give up without a fight. Who are you calling a diner gate?
Super jumps up and tries to karate chop her, but Toshimaya nimbly blocks the attempt. The resultant motions, however, have them stuck in a particularly ridiculous pose, which makes Sweeper blush. She can hear Faetusa giggling in her mind as all of this is going on.
What are you doing here anyway? The Supreme Leader had personally anointed me as a border guardian.
Don't they need more people down on the test plots?
Indeed they do. And it was my fervent desire to grant them aid in replanting the Garden of the Gods. However, Helen has taken up those duties.
Huh?
Helen says she liked doing that sort of thing.
And here I thought it was because you had a black thumb.
Such a slander! Nay, she proclaimed that heroes ought to do more interesting and exciting things.
And so you chose to come here and space out?
The doll community's grand border is mine to guard. What is there to doubt? Hey, I stand watch here because disaster is about to...
Hold it. While this is an important duty, you can't protect anything by sitting here. What do you think the real threat to the community is? A quiet, exasperated chuckle fills the air. Faetusa knows Nixie is about to get into it again.
The real threat is...
Wrong!
But a word has just escaped my mouth.
The fact you didn't answer immediately is already wrong.
The answer is obvious. It's war. Full-scale war. It's the enemies of the commander. It's the mastermind behind the destruction of the world.
What the fuck is she on about?
If an army of Stygian dolls showed up at our doorstep right now, backed by carrier strike groups and collapsed particle naval artillery, do you think you could protect everyone? Wait, will something like that actually happen?
The Shimnaya furrows her brows. Immersed she is within the annals of that apocalyptic prophecy. Let her cook.
Well, there's the rub. But we needn't fret. The commander is our god, after all. I'm sure she'll find a way to save the world. All heroes have to do is obey the commandments of God.
Oh, please. The commander isn't a god. She's just a human being. That said, I have to admit she's a human with an iron will. One that Sam's Ferry had to respect. As ferocious as a Cerberus. As decisive as a Nemeon. Indeed, she truly is a natural-born killer who was raised for warfare. Yes, indeed. While most of that just goes over to Shimnaya's head, she finds herself nodding instinctively. So the question now is, what does she need? She needs a multi-kiloton land battleship, loyal and overwhelming firepower, as well as a meticulous and perceptive combat support AI. What is wrong with her? Two dorks in one room, what could possibly go wrong here? Super is the type of people that just goes on and on about the end of the world. Can the doll community provide those necessities? Like, she would be the type of person to have a bunker ready and filled in case of whatever, you know, secret bunker. That's why I say she's going to dump us when war comes.
Yeah. We can't even protect ourselves, and we always have to rely on the commander. But I'm sure she won't just cast us aside.
Even if she doesn't abandon us, she's not going to value us either, right? We'll end up as farming dolls, work in the fields day and night. All we can do is watch the other dolls do great things. We might be invited to make up numbers at the victory celebration, but we'll never be the focus of the commander's attention on the battlefield. Super delivers each word with such conviction that she doesn't even hear Fight's a sigh inside her head.
But maybe... what if that's already happening? I mean, it's been a long time since I've been sent on a mission, although some newcomers have. Could it be that...
Indeed. This is but the perfect opportunity. The commander is already making her move. As I thought, she spent those 10 years lying low, sharpening her claws, observing the world and waiting for an opportunity to strike. And now, in one fell swoop, she sees territory, resources, and loyal soldiers. I love that we literally just finished her event. So it's so funny to see her go from like the biggest commander hater to like the way she's glazing her now. I am certain that we too can achieve such lofty goals. I wouldn't say she's a simp. I don't think she's in the same level as other dolls, but she clearly became a glazer. She's like, yes, Commander is the best. She was raised in the battlefield. She is a killing machine. Yeah, whatever you say, Super. Indeed, all we lack is courage. Faitusa can sense Sweeper's spirits rising. It's at the point where nothing she can say from inside her mind can dampen her mood. Perhaps it's because she has a better listener than already in front of her. All she can do is sigh. The Shirnai isn't dumb, but the way she's so in tune with Sweeper is... well, they might actually be more alike than they think. They're both Chunis in their own way.
I know, right? Helen said that we'd be happy as long as we stuck with the commander. But if we did that, the commander would be too tired and she wouldn't be able to spend time with us. Just look at Suomi. She's doing her best to sell her tomatoes. I'm part of the dog community too, so I can't keep relying on the commander to do everything for me.
Yeah, she's an absolute mad woman. Not only is she on the URC most wanted list, she stands tall as the eternal enemy of Sangvi's Ferry. Plus, there's that heart of hers, which scorches the lands with sheer ambition. There's no way she will be content with just growing tomatoes. I can't. Door-to-door communication, really. So I'm barely able to read these lines straight.
I think I managed to level up my motivation thanks to your encouragement. What's your name? Faitusa, was it?
She's hung up on the tomatoes, yeah.
You're like a master of the arts of war. I think I'll just call you War Master.
It's Sweeper. But Helen was right. You shouldn't be slaving away in the fields, because you're way smarter than most of the dolls here. A smash cut to Commander work in the cafe. That would be amazing. War Master. War Master Sweeper of the Tomato Emperor. We are tactical dolls. We are warriors. The commander who defeated Sangvi's Fury doesn't need farmers, but perfect soldiers. That I am certain.
This is the first time someone's ever called me smart. You've got great judgment, War Master.
It's Sweeper. The air inside the tiny security kiosk heats up as the discussion grows more intense. It's as though a little sun were rising indoors. I can't with this entire conversation. Unfortunately, we're the only people here with the wherewithal to do anything about it. Ulrich understands nothing. At this rate, the commander might just dispose of her as a scrap. I think Ulrich's a kind leader, and the commander won't abandon us. But I'm sure you know way more about warfare. That's why it is we who are destined to save the dog community, War Master. You mean, we should do something that's actually meaningful, just the two of us? It's a little too few for that, though.
But are we not a party of three?
There is a brief pause before another voice hesitantly speaks up.
I apologize in case I misunderstood, but are you counting me in as well? Indeed.
Well, it's not like you can get out of this. Unless you're going to hand this body completely over to me.
Well, yeah, I think we should discuss this with Ulrich first. At the very least, I know it's been stressing her out so much recently.
A lack of WMDs?
No! Look, I'm going to explain myself, so please hear me out, okay? Will do, Madame Strategist. Wait, I'm a strategist now? Supreme Leader, we've come to bargain.
Super be like we need more nukes. Indeed.
Why are you even calling her Supreme Leader at a time like this? Oi, Ulrich, listen up.
The two of them storm into Ulrich's room, all fired up and ready for a fight. Unfortunately, they missed her. The office is empty, and there is a distinct lack of Ulrich's presence.
What's with that woman? Is she avoiding me or something? Nixie, to deem oneself so highly is a sin, you know? It's not like this is the first time she's done it either. She's a real cunning one. She knows just how to wear my spirits down.
Super paces back and forth. Her rapid-fire footsteps are but a means of unloading her hiding in frustration. I love how she's keeping the Sangbis Fairy trademark darkness alive. This is very much a specific type of Sangbis Fairy dorkiness that she has.
Oh, forget it. I just knew it would be a waste of time. Come on, let's go. We'll just do what we gotta do. There's no point asking for her permission.
Super turns to the door and marches straight toward it. Her plan is to leave with a grand slam to vent her wrath. However, she freezes when Shivnaya calls out to her.
A moment, please, War Master. Our time was not wasted after all. Here, gaze upon this great discovery with thine eyes.
The Shivnaya's eyes light up as she holds up a huge paper sack that was lying on the desk. It bulges to the brim with collapsed pieces.
Finally, we can take a break. Yes, finishing up all your astounding work always feels good. No, the work never ends. Although the community situation has improved rapidly thanks to everyone's help, our recent trade deal with Mokosh has doubled our workload. Also, there are girls who want to get tactical models installed so they can help the commander out. We need to at least come up with a training plan for them.
Ulrich and Ellen walk down the corridor, side by side. They're doing their best to slow their pace down, to prolong this rare bit of free time they've been allotted. After all, the dolls have now experienced what Mailing refers to as being so busy you forget to breathe.
What are you going to do afterwards?
I'm returning to the office so I can properly sort out our supply procurement situation.
I wish I could go back to my room and blow off some steam.
Ulrich will never, ever tell anyone that she ordered a highly realistic commander doll from Lewis, specifically the Tomato Emperor Mokosh limited edition. The what?
My, it's that severe?
Yeah. Normally I'd ask Perry to help me handle this, but she's been up to her ears in work recently. Plus, I need to actually do some work from time to time. The what now? The Tomato Emperor of Mokosh limited edition. Wait, actually, let me change my name to that in the Discord. Who made a Shigandaki? Lewis. Tomato Empress of Mokosh. Oh, I can't put the limited edition. Such. Handling with merchants is a tremendous pain, even when they're friendly to us.
Well, that's their job. They'll drag you into their game with all its complex rules to squeeze what you've got out. Opportunities for profit are often found in unfamiliar territory, and we those have a harder time working in such territory than human Sioux. You're right, that's exactly how it feels to me. Still, we've decided not to hide away from the world, but to move forward along with the commander. That means we can't just avoid human society anymore. We need to adapt to it, and then work together with others for mutual benefit. That said, Mako should have sent over a lot of supplies recently. Don't you have all the basic parts you need now? Might there be anything else? Spare frames. That's what we need most urgently right now. At the moment, most of our colleagues' frames are only able to perform basic day-to-day tasks. They can't be outfitted with weapons at all, so they'd be fodder in combat. Also, frames that are compatible with weaponry are currently only available from green zone suppliers. However, I heard there's an upcoming auction on the border of the green and yellow zone. Supposedly, there will be large quantities of door frames on offer there. I was wondering if I should head over there and try my luck. Upon those words, already gingerly massages her temples, as if an integer of overflow was about to arise in her level 2. Truth is, I don't like auctions. The merchant's vanity, their deceit, and the games they play are all very frustrating. The commander and everyone in the whole community all work hard to scrape together the funds for our budget, but figuring out how to spend it is making my core combust. Well, I believe you should consider that decision carefully, Miss Allred. You probably won't receive fair treatment if you take part in an auction while openly declaring your identity as a doll. Wouldn't it be better to get an underground broker to act as your agent if you decided to participate? But the auction is going to take place very soon. Can't we even find someone suitable for the job, given the circumstances? All I know about the auction is that the organizer is a wealthy woman who's renowned for her tremendous business acumen, and equally famous for being meticulous to a fault in every transaction. I think for me it sounds like Mokosh, it's a trader they're dealing with. Though it could be a settlement because of the Tomato Emperor of Mokosh thing. They finally arrive at the door to Ulrich's office as they talk. She sweeps the door open, as if sweeping her depression out with it. Well, in any case, between the proceeds from the sales of our products to Mokosh, the support from Miss Lorelei, and the payment from Vasily, we can actually afford to be picky about what we're buying. I want a stock of frames to be able to hold out through several high-intensity battles, even if it means having to cut back on other expenses. Currently, the amount we have to spend on frames is roughly... All these words trail off. Before her very eyes lies a shocking absence. The place on the desk where the funds should be is completely empty. I knew it. What's wrong? No, it's not completely empty. There is a note where there used to be. Ulrich picks it up and studies it together with Helen. Leave the Dolls community salvation to us. We'll bring lots of frames back with the currency. Hero, War Master, and Strategist. Salvation? But everyone's money. To Shimnaya. But why? The Shimnaya shut down our communications link. I have no idea where she's gone now. But she's a good girl, and she'd never do something like this. Someone must have led her astray. What? No! I can't believe I lost the money that everyone worked so hard to raise. If the others find out, they'll surely be disappointed in a leader like me. And the commander will be disappointed too. She won't ask me to be her companion anymore. No. It's not my fault. Hang in there. Be strong. Also, who are those War Master and Strategist people anyway? Do I have anyone like that in the community? Or did they pop out of the power plant like Hayabusa? I'm supposed to be a leader, but I'm completely useless as one. Upon closer inspection, I noticed that War Master and Strategist have been written in a similar manner. Does that mean it's something like two personalities in one frame? Is it Hayabusa? No, it's got to be Sweeper's doing. Damn it, I'm going to drag them all back here. If Hayabusa's mixed up in all of this, then at the very least, she understands urgency and priorities, right? Plus, she's not much worse than us when it comes to dealing with humans. While I'm very annoyed that Hayabusa and Super seem to have led the Shinaya astray, I'm sure that they won't do anything that will be bad for the commander or the doll community.
But the auction, how will we take part with no money? Overload has managed to recover from her near breakdown by sheer force of will. That said, the pressure she's been under means that she's been freaking out like this quite often recently. Helen has already become used to it by now.
But you hate auctions, don't you? So we'll think of another solution.
Well, I'm not happy about this. It's the only thing that helps me maintain a positive mindset. But if they end up losing the money, I won't let them off the hook that easily.
Got it. I'll ask Mons and his squadron for a fort to keep an eye out for the Shimnaya and the others while they're in the field.
I guess that's all we can do. Still, what will the Shimnaya need all that money for? While this was quite reckless, she's always cared about the community. Could it be that she or Faitusa really do have a plan? I love how the one with the plan is either Dushimnaya or Faitusa. Like, definitely not Sweeper.
Let's think positive and assume that's what they have in mind. In any case, I doubt she'd go to an auction, right?
Of course not. Why would they be interested in horrible places like that? So I guess they've gone to look for an underground broker?
That does seem to be the case. And besides, they wouldn't know anything about the auction. I'll inform the brokers I know.
After a brief silence, the tension in the room finally eases up. A cool breeze wafts in through the window. Had that tempest of frustration been nothing more than a passing mirage? So, do you have any other solutions to the frame problem?
Ever since the commander became a fugitive, more and more ex-Griffin dolls have come to realize that she needs their aid. A lot of them are quite influential in the yellow zone, in the yellow and even the green zones. I was planning to employ their assistance in coming up with a solution. After all, it's only natural that we'd want to spare frames for ourselves. If we don't go overboard with purchasing, it won't arouse suspicion.
Are they all going to help the commander?
We've all been preparing ourselves to be useful to her since that day 10 years ago. The feelings engraved in our narrow clouds will never fade.
And it's all because the commander gave her dolls the right to decide their destinies. How wonderful. Had I encountered the commander earlier, perhaps even I could have become a better version of myself. Wait a minute, I just realized something. I haven't received any notice of our vehicles being requisitioned or stolen. So how did they even leave? Well, you'd be surprised. That has been a great start. Let me quickly check messages. Anything important? I'm just marking stuff as read. Okay, there we go. Wait, why do I keep getting pings for stuff? Ooh, what? Oh no, it's gone now. Okay. Okay. Oof. How many dogs fit in a truck? There are dogs running amok. Oh, multi-chat is working now. Yippee! Now I won't miss out the Twitch messages anymore. Let her cook. But alright, let's get to the first one. Even Sagar is involved in this. Yeah, they're really assembling The dorkiest dolls. Wait, how long is the event? Oh yeah, it's long. We'll probably finish this week. But let's see how much progress can we do today. Milk teeth. In order to survive, young beasts learn to bite before they can run. Actually, guys, do you guys mind? I need to make some rice. My sister made curry, but we have no rice. Do you guys mind giving me like 5 or 10 minutes to go set up the rice cooker? It's not a rice cooker, but like, you know, basically same shit. Same shit, basically. Go for it. All right. I'll BRB then. I'm just gonna leave you guys in this screen because the music is peak. Only if I can have a bite after, I'll think about it. Couldn't Tisha let her cook. But yeah, I'll BRB. Alright, I'm back. I have 30 minutes before the rice cooker calls to me. So so now let's jump into this one. Milk teeth. In order to survive, young beasts learn to bite before they can run.
All aboard! Onwards to Rookie Village! Got it, Mr. Shimnaya. I didn't expect you to turn out to be KSVK. After all, your voice is completely different, so I couldn't tell at all. Looks like someone's had it worse than me over the past few years. Still, do you really not remember our time together in Griffin? I guess it was but a mere fly in the wall to you. Fret not, O comrade from a bygone life. Soon, the tales written of you will return to my mind, and the beautiful memories of this shared sojourn shall join.
So I guess for some reason, the Shimaya, like, we recovered like her backup, but she still hasn't got it, like, installed.
So, where are you guys headed? The strategist says that the Supreme Leader has been quite vexed about a lack of spare frames lately. Thus, she proposed that we help ease her worries. This adversary stands in the way of our survival. I just said that issue was giving her headaches. I certainly didn't propose anything. So don't go pinning this on me, okay? Spare frames? Yeah, those are pretty rare in the Yellow Zone. But I think I remember something. Anyway, you're heading to Port Mika. We'll be making deliveries there for a week, so we can drop you off there. As for auctions, though, don't know much about them.
Maybe a synchronization thing? Oh yeah, it could be. She did say that they will return eventually.
Did the commander send you on a mission? That's amazing! I wish the commander would send me on a mission too. I think my database has some information on auctions. Apparently, there are places where you can buy things, as long as you can pay. However, you need to have very high social standing and whatnot to take part. And then you have to put down a deposit too. Are we really going to participate?
The cost doesn't matter. I won't let anyone keep me from getting what I want.
Surely the Supreme Leader must have planned to enter this auction. Why else would you have all that money ready? Whoa, she had that much saved up? Looks like you won't have to worry about the cost, yes. Yup, no worries here. Thank you for giving us a ride, oh Ninja Master. It's Sakura. In any case, helping the community means helping the commander. And this one is always glad to be of service.
Nin. Since when do you say nin?
So this means I'm actually helping the commander out, right? Yep, an important operation like this concerns the future of the dog community, so I'm sure the commander will support it. She'll definitely praise you when the time comes, Sakura. Really? So the commander will pat my head again as a reward?
Baka Sakura, keep an eye on your deadlines. These three seem even less trustworthy than Sakura. Why would the great commander send them to carry out a mission like this? Or did they just head out on their own? Forget it. If they mess up and get fired, Sakura's position in the pecking order will go up too. The Elm was just another workplace, so I'll just disregard it for the sake of Sakura's future. Whoa, okay.
Phew, that was close. Alright, it's just up ahead. I need to make some other deliveries, so I'll be heading off now. I'll be passing by here again before I head back to the Elmo though. I'll pick you up then. Huzzah! Bye-bye, little ninja girl. Destiny will lead us to another encounter. It's Sakura!
Tsushimaya and Faetusa dismount from Sakura's truck and walk from the beach to a cobblestone path. A town stands before them. Its name is Port Mika, a small, hard-to-find footnote on the map. Yet, it now stands before them. For Tsushimaya and her friends, the air here is exceptionally fresh compared to the Yellow Zone. The colorful plazas and well-preserved buildings paint a portrait of advancing civilization.
Oh, this place is so pretty. It's even more moving when you think about how this place is technically still in the Yellow Zone. It seems that as long as you have ample income and manage your finances well, you can live a decent life, even if you're in the Yellow Zone.
It's a mess, that's what it is. They sacrifice efficiency for this so-called progress, and there's pollution everywhere.
Nixie, this isn't pollution. It's called graffiti, a form of street art.
You call this art? It's just lame. Plus, it's not like they have infinite resources either. The humans are so troublesome that they've infected the dolls in the community with their inefficiencies too. Tsushimaya, have you found the location of this auction yet?
Don't rush me. I'm consulting the terrain scroll. Let's see. Rookie Village, Adventurers Guild. Got it! Pray thee, War Master, bestow upon my knowledge of where Port Mika's Special District Number 3 is.
How should I know? Who are you?
I know where it is.
A girl's voice suddenly chimes in from beside them.
Pixies, are you all from the outside?
She does not look suspicious at all.
Yes, we are. Miss NPC, we're heroes who have come to Rookie Village on a quest to save the world from impending doom.
How can you even say all that nonsense with a straight face? Just what did the humans do to you?
That's so funny, Big Sis. Want me to lead the way for you?
Yeah, this totally isn't suspicious at all. Maybe a run of enhanced interrogation will. Suddenly, a mighty force seizes control of Super's brain. Before Super can raise her hand, Faetusa smiles at the girl.
Oh, that would be most lovely. Pixies will be counting on you, little girl.
Faetusa's entire demeanor has changed. She approaches with an excited look on her face, her hands flailing restlessly. These vibrant, cute little human pups, kids, in other words, can't be compared to the commander, of course. However, Faetusa's base layer logic is filled with instructions about cherishing and protecting humans of the race group.
Come with me. Special District Number 3 isn't far off.
The group follows the girl into the town's alleys. Imagine someone calling you an NPC straight to your face. That's crazy. After passing through a series of narrow, twisting paths, they arrive at a quiet, deserted street. What if we just did a bit of enhanced interrogation on a child? Yeah. Super really is like Miss Berry.
Here it is, a Special District Number 3. Why, thank you. You're most kind. What's your name, little girl? I'm Zoe. That's such a cute name. I don't know how to convey my gratitude, so may I touch you?
As she looks at Faetusa's half-poised hand, Zoe beams with a sunny smile. That is an interesting way to ask, Faetusa.
Make sure you remember me, okay?
With those words, Zoe pulls on Faetusa's hand and stands on her tiptoes before giving her a kiss on the cheek.
Have fun! I'll be off now.
All Tsushimaya sees now is Faetusa, frozen in place. She doesn't see the raging storm inside her narrow cloud. Oh my god. My master should have just destroyed the child. I remember that.
Was that a kiss?
Seems like it. More importantly,
Did you feel that? Her lips were so soft, softer than a kitty or a puppy. There was a delicate texture that only humans possess.
Woman, calm down.
Calm down? Calm down? A human pup just kissed my cheek.
A human pup? You mean a child?
What could possibly be better than that? Unless, of course, it was the commander doing it instead.
Don't know, don't care. Also, have you forgotten that this is my frame too? I cannot help but notice Zoe's eye color. Yeah, that was an interesting eye color they choose for her.
But I just learned how to properly kiss someone. When I go back to the community, I'll be able to kiss the commander too.
What? How dare you? No, absolutely not. If you had even a tenth of the IQ points I do, you'd have realized that girl was actually pretty uncute.
In what way was she not cute?
This is like Chroniful. I'm calling a newborn the fresh creature. Of course Chrony will do that. Super pulling the woman card. Woman. Calm down, woman. Because she stole your wallet. Because she stole your wallet, you blithering idiot. She did it during the 0.56 seconds you spent blue screening from a fleeting whisper of her lips. Of course. Of course. For a fleeting whisper of your lips. Happy Pride. Be gay, do crimes. I'll take care of it. Assuming they're at control.
Hello? War Master? Strategist?
Stealing from the doll who has a blade sticking out her head. Very smart. Yeah, that was sure a choice that she made. Dushimnaya waves her hand in front of Phytosa's face, trying to awaken her insensate companions from their slumber. Suddenly, Phytosa bursts forth like an artillery shell, startling Dushimnaya so badly that she stumbles back. After her! We need to get that Zoe girl.
Miss NPC? But she fulfilled her role, didn't she? Do we need to keep bothering her?
She stole our stuff! Also, I'm pretty sure this isn't a special district number 3. Just as she says that, the whistling of projectiles surging through the air comes from all around them. The two dolls dodge what turned out to be pebbles fired from the slingshots.
It's not working, big sis. That's because they're not humans, they're dolls. Fall back and let the auto thug slow them down.
A chorus of creaks fills the air as a group of, robots. Can we return the child now? We shall torture the child. Go! Go, Vector, go! Now, where's the last guy? Oh, there you are. Orbital strike.
Oh no, the artifacts are totally useless. Run away! Head for the secret tunnel!
Are they all human pups? Let's grab one for starters. Super and Shibnaya wrecked immediately, crossing the entire street in one movement. Just as they're about to grab those kids, a figure suddenly cuts in from the side. Super slams on the brakes. It's not because she fears the weapon flashing out at close range. Rather, it's because she's afraid that hitting the slim figure before her with her enormous momentum will send them flying away. Standing before her is Zoe, holding a taser that emits an actinic blue arc of electrical current. There's a ruthlessness in her face, well beyond her tender years. She's clearly not afraid of hurting others or getting hurt herself. This attitude of hers has earned her some respect from Super. However, she's a girl who's barely in her teens. Against a tactical doll, anything she does is nothing more than ineffectual flailing.
That's enough now. What?
The person who was just in front of her has suddenly vanished without a trace. In the next moment, Zoe's weapon hand is firmly in the grip of a doll's soft fingers. Done messing around. Super grabs Zoe by the scruff of her neck and lifts her up like a kitten.
Let go of me! Let go!
Why did you steal our stuff?
Because it was there.
Makes sense. It's all because Faidusa was a dork anyway. Still, stealing is a hostile action. Now, how about you?
Ow!
Super flicks Zoe's forehead. The girl squeals as she squeezes her eyes shut. I had the echo and I didn't notice.
Nixie, you don't have to be so rough with her. It's not like I was carrying that much money with me anyway. We could have just let her take it.
Have you forgotten that it's the community's money too? We all need it.
I thought she was a kind NPC. Well, lo and behold, she was a thief. It was truly a shame. But good has finally triumphed over evil. Now then, shall we turn you into the night order? There's no such place.
You dork, just call your local police station.
There isn't one. Maybe the Adventurers Guild? It doesn't exist. She's not lying about that part. Oh, yes, Port Mika doesn't have a department of public security. And most certainly no guilds or whatnot.
A large group of people approach them from around a nearby street corner. They're surrounding a well-dressed woman, who was the person who had addressed them so suddenly.
Just hand her over to me. My name is Lydia, President of Connection Corporation's operation in the Yellow Zone. I'm in charge of public order in this town.
You're in charge? Since there's no police department in this place, what can you even do about this?
Our security department handles public security for this town. They've historically done pretty well at that job. As you can see, they're standing by my side right now.
So you bought out the cops? Lydia laughs heartily. She doesn't seem to take offense to that remark.
I didn't buy them out. Rather, Port Mika itself was built around Connection's operations. From its layout to its roads and its laws, everything here is designed to satisfy Connection's production needs.
I see.
As for me, I hate inefficiency in production and places which breed corruption. I see, Leech Lady. You must be an ally of justice who helps the people. Oh, please, I'm just a businesswoman. You don't have to describe me in such flowery terms. It's simply because a stable market is a stable business. No businessman will want to set up shop in a den of crime.
Totally not entirely suspicious, yeah. And look at her, she's terrified. I'm sure that there's no reason for that. There's no special reason.
Damn it, let me go!
Super notices that Zoe has started thrashing wildly since Lydia showed up. Indeed, it was a classic case of a getaway attempt. By the looks of things, turning her over to Lydia would be more amusing. Make sure she learns her lesson, okay?
I will.
Super takes back the purse that Zoe swiped from her and then hands the girl to Lydia. I'm having a lot of trouble reading today. Thank you for the follow! With this little sideshow over, Super feels like her disdain for humanity has grown even more. Is her lesson a tour of the sausage factory? Probably.
Oh yes, we're looking for a special district number 3. Could you guide us in the right direction?
Oh? So you're here for the auction then?
Whoa, you saw through my identity as a hero right away. This will be Destiny's guide in hand.
You don't need to keep looking for a special district number 3.
Just follow me.
What? You're in charge of the auctions too?
Let me put it this way. I'm in charge of everything in Port Mika.
And I'm sure that's not bad.
I arranged a good room for 2 guests. I sent some refreshments over, though I'm not sure if they can enjoy them. Consider it an apology on behalf of Port Mika for a rather unpleasant first impression.
After giving her orders, the only people left in the room are Lydia and Zoe. The girl is securely tied to a walnut wood recliner, her eyes wide and bloodshot.
You really do think you're a good person, don't you? Compared to a thieving little kid, the lady who makes sure everyone is housed and fed comes off as a good person, no?
Damn! Okay. I see.
You're just sucking up to your customers with your dirty money. The Cableman Bill's capsule house collapsed, and a family at the scrapyard came down with severe radiation sickness. Where were you when those people were called up crying by themselves in the old city bunkers? Where was their food and lodging? I'm a businesswoman, not a philanthropist. If they came to me looking for work, I'd have HR arrange easier work for them. If they can't even manage that much, then there's nothing I can do. But you're rich! That's not how society works, Zoe. All I can provide is jobs, and compensation equivalent to the value of their labor. If we let little scams like you run rampant with wild fantasies about robbing the rich to give to the poor, Port Mika will be in chaos. Anyone can claim they don't have enough money. Who in this world hasn't suffered? So in the end, you're just a miser. If Della were here, she'd definitely help them. Then why isn't she here? Because she's dead. Fools get punished. Those are the rules of the game. Did you dare talk about Mama like that?
Zoe yells at the top of her youthful voice and struggles furiously. But she is nothing more than an irate hamster to the gazes that bear upon her. The corners of Lydia's mouth turn up, but a smile does not make itself known. She walks up to Zoe and looks down on her.
She was your mother, and she was also my sister. I will say whatever I want about her.
She brings her face closer to Zoe's, her gaze piercing right through to beyond.
What you loved was her kindness, her selflessness, or she was like an angel to everyone. And that's the laughable thing, you silly little girl. It was those things that killed Della. It was bad people that killed Della. Bad people like you.
Lydia smiles and reverts to her previous demeanor. Elegant, rational, her voice edged with a hint of cutting wit. A socialite through and through.
You're still too young and you know nothing. That's how people are. When they're young, they do what they want. When they're older, they do what they can. Once you've accumulated a few scars, got a few days without food, and seen just what life can do to you, you will come back to a storm like a good little girl. You'll have a cute little smile on your face and a cute little gift in hand. And you will say, "Dear Auntie, please give me a job." You want me to work in a darkened sweatshop for 12 hours a day?
Oh, you were right about the sweatshop, I see.
I don't want anything from you. And I'll never call you by that disgusting name. I just want to get as far away from you as I can. Really? But I think you're pretty good at liberating your connection with me. After all, the reason why you can do all your wicked little deeds with impunity is entirely because of your relationship with me, is it not? Chih, my friends are way more reliable than you.
Suddenly, Lita hears an unusual sound, that of metal hitting metal. It's like a musical scale. After the first note emerges, the others come in succession, filling the entire mansion. Is it coming from the pipes? The walls? The furniture? Or is it the bones of the building itself that are rattling? It's as though it shivers in fear or something. In fear of something.
Red alert! Someone's going in! Where? In the front yard. Someone took down the guard there.
Get up to the second floor. There's graffiti at the top of the stairs. Wait a minute. There's graffiti in the reception room windows too. They probably got in through there. 1 second. The rise calls to me. Alright, I got another 10 minutes before I gotta go get the rice. Oh, Della is the person G41 was waiting for in her murder cave. Ah. As chaos fills the air, a servant opens the door to Lydia's room. Mom, there's an intruder in the house. I came to check that you were safe.
Right. Thanks for your concern. Because I definitely feel unsafe right now. Thanks for leading the way.
A handgun muzzle presses against the back of the servant's head. Oh, there she is! Someone steps out from behind him with light and quick footwork, like a cat hopping out from around a corner.
Zoe, have you finished that family meeting with your mean old aunt? Because I'm here to bring you home.
Lydia's gaze grows cold. She had declared herself to be in charge of Port Mika just a while ago. However, right now, in her own home, she can't maintain her calm. Her gaze is serious, cautious, and completely focused. She studies the tactical doll before her like she's deciding which wire to cut on a ticking time bomb. Despite her cute appearance, Lydia knows that this doll is more dangerous than any bomb.
Basti, I trust you know what trespassing on my private residence implies.
Yeah, Basti and Prey, the two cat girls, they have homophobia in their eyes.
Oh, lighten up. I remember you said something about how you'd welcome anyone who came to deliver money to you.
Basti slides a bag across the ground like a bowling ball.
Is this enough to pass her bail? That should be enough, right? If not, I can make up the difference with a few bullets.
Lydia doesn't respond. Instead, she turns to Zoe beside her.
You shouldn't be running with these ownerless dolls. You're just going to hurt yourself. At least these dolls don't tie me up. Also, Basti holds her own permissions. She's her own master. Dada always hung around dolls before she died. It's not a good sign. That's because she craved adventure. She did things you couldn't even begin to imagine. She also suffered in ways I couldn't imagine. I took my eyes off her for a moment, and she just went and died like that.
This is sounding very, very suspicious. By this point, the mansion's entire staff has surrounded Basti. Dozens of guns are trained on her. Basti, on the other hand, merely rubs her fingernails together and seems entirely oblivious to the danger around her. Lydia frowns, clearly unhappy that her carefully constructed appearance of legitimacy is being challenged. Thanks to the doll before her, her authority is no longer as certain as before. However, her niece clearly does not share her views. Zoe seems to admire Basti's composure very much.
Alright, we have a deal. You may go today. However, Zoe will need to apologize for what she's done.
At Lydia's gesture, one of her servants produces a miniature audio recorder, which he turns on and points at Zoe.
Voice prints. Voice prints? You do love these old-fashioned gadgets, don't you? Faking them is a piece of cake, you know? The Sable family founded the family business of connection through answering machines and pagers. This is merely carrying on a tradition. Moreover, to date, the precision of our family's voice print systems have never let us down. How about this, Miss Zoe? If you're willing to recite the Sable family rules with me and admit your mistakes, I'll let you go. Otherwise, that stray cat over there will have to beat all my men in a quick draw contest. And whoever wins, you'll still be down one more family member. So, do you agree to these terms? I agree.
After leaving Lydia's estate, Zoe walks down the road beside Basti.
What should you be saying now? I'm sorry. I was wrong. What have we learned? I shouldn't have gone up against him. I caused you lots of trouble and made you waste all that money. No, you've got it all wrong. Huh? In this world, nothing you do to get what you want is wrong, unless you get caught doing it. Remember what I told you? Running away is always your best option. But I couldn't break free. Don't put on a show, fake being sick, pretend to be weak or something. Once the other side lowers their guard, you'll have a chance to flee. Oh, so you can do that too? Well, now you know. Be smarter next time. Got it.
You're an awful example to kids.
You know what we're going to do next is very important, right? I know. I'll do my best to be useful to that great hero.
To whomst? Basti's an awful influence. He just be like, do crime better. Be better at crime. I can probably do one more before I gotta run. My girlfriend is involved in crime and I like her. Just 1 second. My girlfriend stole some chickens once. What? A starter's pistol. The gunshot is a signal to start. Don't worry about where the starting line is. The next day, at Port Mika's Special District Number 3, located here is the HQ building for Connection Corporation, the city's most glamorous business venue. It is currently full of people.
Hello, you've got a delivery. Package for Mr. Carl? Is Mr. Carl in?
What an awful parent. I need to steal Mailing's rice wine and make her work overtime after seeing that. The chickens at the farm are free, you just have to take them. True. Why are you shouting so loudly? Do you know how to protect customer privacy? She said that exactly. Pigeons and chickens are free. I see. Whatever, give me that.
He's so scary. Pardon me, please sign here. Are the Shimnaya Faitusa here too? I hope things are going well for them. Unfortunately, I have other items to deliver, so I can't stick around.
The air here feels exceptionally sticky. Nicotine, alcohol, caffeine, and perfumes. Dozens of different scents mingle and blend into an olfactory cacophony. For anyone who hasn't been here before, this is probably what money smells like. Crocodiles? She used to, what, she just grabbed them? That's crazy.
Wow. The Shimnaya, don't space out at the doorway. Let's go inside. Oh, okay. Greetings, esteemed guests. Please, leave your weapons here. I will guide you to your seats afterwards.
Okay, you tell this to Faetusa. What do you do about the blade in her head? Oh wait, the rice calls to me again. Alright, we're good. There's just a whole AMR where she put in that thing. You put a sock on the blade. The rich love two things above all: telling people to be more efficient and having the least efficient lives possible. So true, so real. Pull noodle the blade. The song is relaxing, yeah. But I'm here to read now, so. The Shimnaya Paetusa do as they're told and follow the servant into the venue. Both of them are a little uneasy about their surroundings. This world of velvet and orchestras is completely unfamiliar to them.
Faitusa, you know how auctions work, right? What should we do next? Actually, I've only read about them in data archives. I know the rules for how auctions work, but absolutely nothing else beyond those. We sit down, and then we wait. I guess that's it. We've already paid the deposit, after all. I'd be too ashamed to return to the community without achieving something. The Shimnaya looks at the two drinks that have been set on the table before them. She picks one up and downs it. Wah! It's bitter! Blasted bee! This beverage has been envenomed! Is this supposed to be coffee? Yeah? Since when did coffee taste this bad? Springfield and Helen make yummy coffee. Faetusa takes a sip of it as well, then sticks her tongue out in disgust. Yeah, it's really bitter. Humans do have varied tastes. I think I prefer what the commander likes. Oh, look who's here! Why do you not have heterophobia in your eyes? Or homophobia in your eyes? Oh wait, no, I think for her it activates, right? Yeah, it activates during battle mode. I really love that she has like a big ass jacket now. I hope they keep that for whenever she's released. If she's released, she'll probably be released. The coffee here is an espresso without any extra ingredients, so it's bound to be very bitter. It's mainly there to keep the participants as alert as possible. Heterochromia. No, it's called homophobia. Have you never seen the meme of like cat with homophobia in his eyes? Hemophilia. There are sugar cubes in this tin. Add as much as you like. A girl who was passing by provides them with much needed clarification. Do you say homophobia in your eyes? Yeah, have you guys never seen the meme of the cat? Beautiful cat with homophobia, yeah. See? Tactician knows. So sometimes I see people saying heterophobia since, you know, it's technically it's heterochromia. But I think the original meme said homophobia in its eyes. Beautiful cat with homophobia. The Shimnaya studies her animal ears for a long time and finally concludes that they are simple fashion accessories. Are you a doll? Yep. Wasn't that obvious? Don't tell me they don't remember each other, damn it. I thought I was crazy getting now. Yeah, no, it's a meme of a
cat. Someone took a photo or uploaded a photo of a cat with like different eye colors, and the caption says like "beautiful eye with homophobia."
Sure it was. Your ears look so cool. My name is Phelan. My table's next to yours.
Oh, her name is so pretty too.
Want a few sugars? It'll help improve the taste of your coffee.
Yeah, also okay, SBK did look. Yeah, you're right. Sakura didn't recognize her either.
Oh, you sweet-sparing savior. My finest thanks.
And she speaks differently too. Just as she reaches out for the tin, another hand suddenly appears and snatches all the sugar cubes away. She turns to glance at Dushimnaya, then proceeds to toss them all into her mouth, noisily crunching them all to bits. What?
What? Hey, you sugar thief! You? What are you doing?
Did she just eat the sugar cubes raw? Sure, whatever.
Don't you know I like sugar? Quit lollygagging and take your seat.
And thus, this brief interaction comes to an abrupt end. The four dolls sit at two separate tables, glancing at each other and exchanging whispers. They also don't recognize the Platon sang Miss Fairy doll. Yeah!
Faitusa, don't those two dolls over there look kind of familiar?
You're asking to the person that was not in Griffin.
No, I don't recognize any doll with the animal ears. I think I've seen a sugar eating one before, but she doesn't look like that.
Meanwhile, at the other table...
Basti, is it me or do those two dolls over there look kind of familiar? Don't worry about it. It's perfectly normal for patchwork frames like theirs to have accessories you've seen elsewhere, right?
Wow! Okay.
Are they from the conglomerate? Do they work for underground brokers? Whatever, not like it matters. Oh yeah, what was with that little stunt just now? Did your gustatory model break or something? Such woe to have a partner blighted with such naivete. Can you tell? I was giving them a hard time. But why? So you told me that those two were the ones who caught her yesterday.
Oh. Oh, this is bright. I saw them kill my friends. We are beyond dork levels. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a toast to Port Mika. This place has yielded such tremendous wealth and opportunities for the UNC. It will be a pleasure to employ the power of Port Mika to hunt my elite team from the Orlok conglomerate. Come, feast your eyes on our team of professionals. They spent the past 8 months undergoing grueling training at the conglomerate. Each of them has passed numerous tests, and they're capable of handling any kind of work. Yeah, I'm like, how is this guy alive? We're young, yet talented and capable. We're hungry and full of a drive, and we're here to make a name for ourselves. Ouroboros was chill, kinda. I need Oreos back. Please, Mika, I'll do anything. But as you know, hard work tends to be overdone, and that eventually ends up harming the interests of others. Incidents like these are often unearthed by people with ulterior motives and then transform into malicious rumors. I am at a loss for how to deal with such slander. It truly breaks my heart. All I know is that I must seek the aid of Lady Lydia. Only an exceptional individual like herself can understand the frustrations one encounters on the path to success. The guests have heard much about this young man called Carl. The media loves to describe him as the entrepreneur who clawed his way out of hell. Despite the hyperbolic language use, it's actually quite a fitting title. Not long ago, this wealthy young man was written off as a sacrifice along with the scandal-ridden Girard group, sinking into the ocean along with his cruise liner. But recently, this man who was supposed to be dead has returned to the public eye, now with a completely new identity, a business manager of FABN. Okay, see, he somehow survived, or this is highly suspicious and we're starting to get close again. And now he stands in the limelight, handling dirty and tedious work like a faithful mutt, leashed by the Orlo conglomerate. Many businessmen have chosen to keep him at arm's length. However, the master of Port Nika does not share their opinion. Lita slowly rises to her feet from among a group of upper-crust audience members. And I'm like, considering like how his reputation, I feel like it would kind of be dumb to make a clone of him, but like, I don't know.
Carl, you've definitely made the right decision. Everyone knows that the company founded by my father, Connection, has become the premier telecommunications service provider for the URC. Our market share has been the envy of many of our competitors for several years now.
I'm ready for him to get his revenge on his dad or his dad. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind that. His dad might be dead though. They used Rio as a sprite. No, in the description they just said that it was him.
All this stems from a simple wish, the desire to provide convenient comms to our clients. And convenience, well, is quite possibly the most expensive thing these days. We have invested manpower and resources to install Connection signal equipment into every signal beacon across the URC.
Still, it's kind of poetic, you know, that his dad left him to die, yet somehow he survived like the fucking cockroach he is, and now his dad is dead, along with like the entire conglomerate probably. The entire group.
These efforts have yielded results, and now over 70% of the Yellowstone communications users have chosen Connection as their provider. Did I sing a line?
Yeah.
We have invested manpower and resources to install Connection signal equipment to every signal beacon across the URC. These efforts have yielded results, and now over 70% of the Yellowstone communication users have chosen Connection as their provider.
Chosen? Quote unquote. He died before the reality distorting event, yeah. His dad letting him to die might have ironically saved him, might have given him distance to Girard to avoid the purge. Yeah, because I mean, I assume everyone thought he was dead and no one bothered to look him up and kill him.
Our clients have given us the strength to move forward, to achieve a great labor beyond our wildest imagination. However, it is still not enough. For a long time, wide area communications have relied on URC's framework and the signal beacon network they built. However, things are different now. We have a game changer, something the URC does not possess. Tomorrow, Connection will launch the very first airborne signal beacons.
The audience oohs and ahs in wonder. Rumors have been circulating that Connection is working on a revolutionary piece of technology, using arrays of aerial drones to serve as flying beacons. To date, the Yellowstone signal base stations have all been built along the URC's transport network, using their sturdy construction to withstand alien attacks and extreme weather. However, these base stations have their disadvantages, such as being unable to cover most areas at an extremely high attrition rate. However, the use of collapsed particle power drones, which are capable of extended flight times, will allow them to break free of the shackles of terrain and radiation. They will also be able to move to avoid collapse storms and other spontaneously arising hazards. Collapse particle power drones. I'm sure nothing will go wrong with that. The concept itself isn't unique, but only connection can actually make it a reality. Part of it is due to their long years of experience with the Yellow Zone. Another factor is their connections, much like their namesake, which has convinced the military to grant them access to mil-spec technology. Suspicious? From now on, these drones will provide precious signal access to many Yellow Zoners who have lost contact with the outside world. Of course, it won't be free, but it'll be worth it. This doesn't just imply better communications coverage and quality of life for an average person. It means that the concept of signal beacons will no longer be bound to land-based structures, or subject to the URS's control. It's just a 90 connection, finally! One can only imagine how these airborne beacons will usher in a brand new digital world without any oversight once they come online. Meanwhile, every businessman present dreams of being a Columbus of this new age. Lydia smiles and declares the auction open before exiting the stage. Carl steps forward to meet her, flashing a smile that only a wealthy young master would possess. Beautifully spoken. Connection has been growing each day ever since we met.
Our founding principles remain the same. We provide sharing for the public and privacy to our friends.
And we are friends, are we not? Sometimes I know what you need better than you do. After the first round of auction items is sold off, the big LCD display shows the latest lot, a batch of door frames. Many voices begin making bids, and the host scrambles to record them all. I'll raise by 100. A clamor erupts in the audience. After all, Carl's first move was to double the starting bid price. Lydia watches with mild interest. She knows this young man from Orlog is just showing off, but she sees no reason to object to it. After all, this vulgar display of wealth is dedicated to her.
I hear people say that you don't like dolls.
That is correct. But this is for you, my dear Lady Lydia. I have heard that some people in this city have set themselves against you. If you gave these frames suitable weapons, you could have an army at your disposal. And even if you don't need an army, those can be excellent workers too. You're always in need of manpower, aren't you? Are there any more bids? Yes, there are. Number 36 raises by 1. Number 37 raises by 1. I'll raise by another 100. The air can start to heat up, now that Carl has raised his bid twice by such a massive amount in rapid succession. The bid price for the lot is far in excess of its actual value. Carl raises an eyebrow and turns to look at Lydia, enjoying the attention from the people around him.
Thank you. I'm glad you're going to this length for me, but really, you shouldn't have. The manpower issue can be solved internally.
Of course you can, but I decided to bestow upon you this gift. And thus you shall receive. Another raise. Number 36 raises by 1. Number 37 to follow up. Number 37 raises by 3. What's going on? Carl feels a wave of heat rising to the top of his head. How dare anyone else get into a bidding war with him? He's not an impetuous, arrogant young master anymore. He works for Mr. Zimmerman now, which means he needs to know exactly where each cent he spends is going. The big sum he's putting down isn't meant to buy the door frames, but to open the door to the company called Connection that Lydia runs. That being the case, who are these people who keep racing over his already outrageous bid? Are they Lydia's stooges? Is she trying to test his wealth? Carl glances over at Lydia. Her eyes are sparkling, but she seems as surprised as he is, because she's looking for those bidders too. Carl grits his teeth. The show must go on. Perhaps backing down would be wise, but wouldn't that also make him look weak to the others? He has no doubt that FAPN as Zimmerman, the person who allowed Carl to call him uncle, will not tolerate weakness or failure. I'll raise by another 100. Karen forces the words out through gritted teeth. However, before the echoes of those words have been faded from the air... Number 36 raises by 1 again. Number 37 too. Number 37 raises by 5. Number 36 raises by 1. Number 37 raises by 10. Number 36 raises by 1. Number 37 raises by 3. A bizarre frenzy has engulfed the auction. The bidding has gone beyond the point of simply making a profit. It's now a race to see who can give more money away. Dushimnaya knows that the community's biggest challenge right now is a lack of resources. She's seen the calculations Ulrich has made, and she knows just how precious the funds that Ulrich gave her are, quote-unquote, gave her. That's why she only raised by 1 each time. She wants to help Ulrich by producing the frames as cheaply as possible. No matter how much Dushimnaya, in the name of a hero, declares to Faetusa or Super that wasting this money is unacceptable, that fact itself will never change. Dushimnaya knows that she can't betray her friend's trust. The only problem is that she has no idea just how much doll frames should cost on the open market.
I raised by 1.
That's why the actions of the blondie beside them are utterly incomprehensible. She keeps flashing evil grins at them, then casually calling out more raises. Dushimnaya can't sense any respect for money from her.
Up by 3 this time. Raise by 1 again. I'll just raise by 5 then.
While she doesn't quite understand how auctions work, the surprised look on the faces around her give her a few clues. She ought to stop bidding, but if she stops now, what will happen to the amount she's already put forward? Dushimnaya suddenly realizes that she has no idea, and that realization makes her freeze up.
Dushimnaya, we should stop. I'm really scared now. I think I'm going to faint. Please stop. Such frivolity. That is not the way of the auction. The foe has lost her way in this duel of numbers. I must rescue her from this brazen enchantment.
Actually, I think you're the one who's more into this than anyone else. Like, you could just buy the frames of the black market for this kind of money. Seriously, who taught you this way of the auction rubbish? I'll go give them an education on stabbing.
Yeah, we're the ones who need rescuing more. Believe in me, I carry the future of the doll community in my back, as well as Helen's hopes. I shall not fall here.
Super Faetusa facepalm. The way they're in sync for once.
I raise by 1.
However, there's no response from the other side this time. After a long, tense moment of hell-breath and silence, the sound of the falling gable echoes through the venue. Unsold to number 36. Congratulations on winning the bid. I hope you actually have all that money. Dushimnaya. She won? Dushimnaya is stunned. This victory feels so sudden, as if she skipped over the process of actually defeating the foe. Or rather, it wasn't her opponent who had lost.
Dushimnaya? That's way more than the amount we brought along. What do we do?
Dushimnaya feels a wave of dizziness wash over her, like she's lost touch with reality. Everything she sees next feels bizarre and surreal. She sees a long number on the main screen. The staff is heading toward her, that wicked little blondie laughing so hard that she looks like she's having a seizure.
Damn it! I've been set up! Just for a bad conspiracy! This is bad. I need to do something.
As the thoughts fill her, she musters all her strength and courage before lunging toward the neighboring table.
Hey! The hell are you doing? Being a sore loser?
Please stop. No violence is allowed on the premises. The staffers quickly bundle Dushimnaya away, while Basti rebels in Schadenfreude. Calm down, please, dear customer. This is a place that values etiquette and regulations. Please contain your emotions.
I'm sorry.
So, who is bidder number 36? Dushimnaya holds up a pile reading number 37. Oh!
Huh?
The staffer looks around and sees the pile with the number 36 on Basti's table. Oh!
Oh, number 36 is here.
Outplayed! After seeing the paddle on the table, Basti's eyes widen. Then she shoots Sivnaya an approving look. And she approves, damn! That's Helen's girl, alright?
Damn, you look like a dork, but that was well played. But that's what makes it fun. Fine, you got me. I'm number 36. Alright then, please come with us to settle accounts. I didn't bring any money with me though. Huh? All I've got is this.
Basti holds up a hand. Everyone can see that she's twirling a pistol around her index finger. How did you sneak that in?
What do you think? 100 in cash, no?
A gunshot rings out, and then the crystal chandelier above them explodes into a cloud of sparks. It is followed by screams as the venue hall descends into chaos. Apart from money, the people here cherish one other thing: their lives.
Security! Get security here now!
The Mexican. She might be rowing the place, I'm not sure.
Engine 起動
Orbital strike.
Oh no, everything's gone wrong. What should we do now? We're innocent. Let's make a run for it.
Suddenly, a row of bullet holes opens up at their feet.
That's them. They're the dolls who were causing trouble just now. Get them. But it wasn't us.
Faetusa's protests fall on deaf ears as a group of security robots rush over.
Shut up and run. Go get our weapons back. We can't get caught here.
Just headbutt them. The Shivnaya Faetusa make a run for it. Without their weapons, all they can do is avoid direct confrontation and use available cover to circle around their position. Just then, the surrounding speakers suddenly spew a loud electrical crackling noise.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? I have an important announcement to make.
The loud speakers distort the voice. It sounds nervous, youthful, and slightly familiar.
Your security system is filled with loopholes. Your firewalls are outdated, and your encryption is, frankly speaking, crap. In other words, it's a piece of cake for hackers to exploit. Oh yes, we are the hackers in question. This is the Black Utopia gang speaking. You've been bugged. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, I want to play a game.
Right as the words hit the air, the speakers come with the sound of electrical systems shutting down. The power to the venue goes out, and the surroundings are plunged into darkness. Damn, okay. This has been at least a very fun event so far. And we're not too far off. The 24th. Okay. But yeah, unfortunately, that's all the time I have for today. My sister hasn't messaged me now, but she probably will at any point. A very dorky event so far, yeah. But yeah, it's... I don't gonna run yet, but it's one of those things that, you know, I don't want her message to catch me, like, the middle of reading a thing. And I have to tell her, like, oh, wait, hold on, let me read. I might do it next time, depending on how much progress we do. Hopefully next weekend, I will not be super lazy and actually start earlier so we can go through the rest of it. But we shall see. For now, I don't think I'll stream tomorrow. I had to stream a lot this week since, you know, I run super late with with anti-parallel. So I'll probably just take the day to rest tomorrow. I don't know, I'll see. I'm leaning towards no stream tomorrow, but there's still a small possibility that it may happen. What did we learn today? Super is a Shigan Glazer, does a super share a brain cell, and already have a Shigan Kentucky. We've learned many things today. But yeah. For now, thank you guys so much for coming. Remember to stay safe, stay hydrated, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time. So bye bye.